Heather Hammond is not a professional artist. She doesn't own a fancy camera, and she's never published a book. Yet tonight, her photography and stories are featured front and center in an art exhibition at London's Museum of Ontario Archaeology. The exhibit, Warrior Women, asked Aboriginal women like Hammond to share their stories, tell their struggles, show the world how they want to be seen.
Aboriginal women have been seen in a derogatory light in the media, and we wanted to change that.
Through digital media, photography, and writing, these women are reclaiming their identity and showing the world what they're capable of.
We were faced with many challenges, and we embraced those challenges, and I think we all did pretty good.
As a member of the Kettles and Stony Point First Nation, the work Hammond has on display tonight is important to her. It's a way to keep her culture alive. The Warrior Women Project started at Nokee Kwe, an employment and education center in South London. Summer Thorpe is a coordinator at the agency and led the project.
There was a significant number of women who were coming to Nokee Kwe from an Aboriginal background who had a narrative of discouragement, a negative narrative about themselves and their ability to contribute to either employment or education.
Today, much like many other students at Nokee Kwe, Hammond is upgrading her education and building her professional skills. She's studying to complete her GED and will attend college soon. She wants to work with kids, maybe in schools, maybe in social work, and her daughter, who lives with Asperger's syndrome, inspires her to do more.
When I realized there were so many Aboriginal children that were diagnosed on the spectrum, I thought, well, maybe I can start something new there.
It's stories like Hammond's that inspired the Warrior Women's Project.
We need to get away from the mentality of if it bleeds, it leads. That there needs to be stories of resilience, stories of achievement, stories of positivity.
At the opening, the atmosphere is uplifting but thoughtful. There is laughter and there are tears. Music and poetry fills the room.
I promise you are as strong as the ones who have walked before you. We come from the blood of warriors.
Mary Lou Smoke, a First Nations leader and a Western University professor, joined in on the celebration. Later, she shared why it's important to acknowledge the contributions of Aboriginal women.
A lot of people don't realize that our women had gender equity when the non-Native people came here.
Hammond knows why.
Racism. It was prevalent, it still is.
The stories that these warrior women have put on the walls are not all happy. Many speak of lost relatives, while others remember the pain caused by residential schools.
Both my parents were in residential school, and I lost a lot of information there during their time on Earth. But now we're gaining that. We're regaining the knowledge through education, through programs like the Positive Voice program.
So no, Heather Hammond isn't a professional artist. She's an Aboriginal woman, and she has a story to share. For Western News, I'm Jason Vermes.